What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. What I have here in my left hand is a fidget spinner, and what I have here in my right hand is my iPhone, and as far as I know, both these items are not allowed in class. Well, guess what, pranksters? I just happened to come up with a really awesome idea where you can use both your fidget spinner and your phone at the same time while in class. I know, it sounds super crazy, but it's totally doable, guys. Of course, you're gonna have to be super sneaky about this, just like any of the hacks I've shown you before. So before we begin, let's make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel with the bell notifications turned on. That way you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Hit that thumbs up button and check it out. Alright, pranksters, well, here are the items you guys are gonna need. A fidget spinner, your phone, of course, and it's actually funny because both of these, like I said, are banned from class. They're not allowed, so if you get caught using these at the same time, maybe they'll cancel each other out and you won't get into any trouble. Maybe. You're also gonna need some tape, some glue, but in this case, I'm gonna use some hot glue because I can't find my tube of super glue. And the last thing you guys are gonna need is a bottle cap. Let's get started. This fidget spinner that I have here is a regular looking fidget spinner. Of course, you guys know that there are so many shapes and sizes out there, so many different colors, but this is your standard fidget spinner, and that's really all we need for this. So let's begin by popping off one of the caps. Only one, guys. Yeah, it can get tricky sometimes to pop these out, but if you're strong enough, which I know most of you guys are, you guys can easily pop it out like this. Alright, we're gonna set our fidget spinner aside, and we're gonna work on this cap. So basically, guys, at this point, we're gonna attach this cap onto the bottle cap like this. So apply some glue on it and make sure it's centered perfectly. Since you guys are gonna be prepping half of this at home, you guys can definitely use some hot glue, but when you do get to school, you're gonna need some super glue. So make sure you have a tube handy. So now that I put some hot glue on the center of this bottle cap, I'm just gonna attach the fidget spinner cap like this. I'm gonna let this dry and continue working on this. I totally forgot to mention at the start of this video that you're gonna need a phone case. Now make sure that this phone case is not one of your favorite phone cases. In fact, make sure you don't like this phone case because we're gonna damage it just a little in order to pull off this hack. This is a normal looking iPhone case. As you guys can see, it pops in. Well, first thing we're gonna do, guys, is put some tape over the camera opening right here. So we're pretty much gonna block it off. Just like this. And then we're gonna do the same to the inside. This, of course, is optional, but it gives you room to apply more glue on it, so why not, right? Just do what I'm doing, guys, and you'll be fine. Once you have tape on both sides, guys, now we can glue this phone case onto this fidget spinner. So again, I'm gonna use some hot glue and apply some on two of these sides right here because this is how we're gonna stick it on, guys. We're gonna leave just a little gap in between the phone case and the fidget spinner cap. Like this. So if you guys can see through the opening on the corner of the iPhone case, I'll definitely have enough room to glue this on. So let's get started. I'm gonna take my trusty hot glue gun and start applying some of this glue on the bearings like this. Now guys, when using hot glue, you gotta be super careful because this stuff is hot. I don't know if you guys can see the steam. I actually make my masks using hot glue, and sometimes I burn my nose when I'm trying to apply the nose on my mask. So be very, very careful and spread it out evenly like I'm doing so right now. At this point, it's time to glue the case onto the fidget spinner. So press down on it and make sure it sticks pretty well. This is what the phone case looks like. You guys can see that the fidget spinner is above it like this. Now on this side, which is the back, we're also gonna reinforce the fidget spinner onto the phone case. So if you gotta use multiple glue sticks, that's fine. Make sure it's super strong and that it sticks on pretty well. So the phone case and the fidget spinner dried up and they're attached together, as you guys can see. That's how we want it. I know it looks ugly, guys, but it's worth it. You're pretty much sacrificing a fidget spinner and a phone case, but it's totally worth it. I'm telling you guys that right now. It totally pays off if you want to use your phone during class. Now, guys, you're going to take your phone and you're going to place it where it goes. So pop it in there like this, just as you normally would. And that's it. So these are the things you're gonna come into class with. You gotta go in extra early to set this up. Now let's go find a desk so I can show you guys how to put all of these things together so you guys can use your phone during class. Now let's pretend we're in the classroom and I'm gonna use this desk behind me as an example. I'm gonna be carrying my tape and my glue because that's all we're gonna need besides the iPhone and the fidget spinner. So let's head over there and set this up. Oh wow, I'm out of breath, guys. It's so hot underneath this desk, but I gotta set this up, so I'm gonna take one for the team and endure it. So let's do it. So as you guys can see above me is the bottom of the desk. Well, we're gonna take our tape and line up a couple of strips because that's where we're gonna stick our fidget spinner phone holder. All right, well, let's get to it. Now these strips of tape are gonna go right on the edge of the table or desk. So just like this, one down, one to go. Let's repeat that process. This one will be next to it. So about right here, this will do. All right, perfect, guys. Now we do this to protect the desk because we don't want to damage school property. That way you avoid getting into trouble if you happen to get caught. But that's not what we're going for. We don't want to get caught. Next up, we're gonna attach the bottle cap, which has a fidget spinner cap also attached to it, onto the bottom of this desk using some glue. So basically, guys, you're gonna apply some glue on the edges of this bottle cap and then you're just gonna stick it on there. Make sure it's close to the edge, that way you have access to your phone easily. And here's the bottle cap, guys. It's already attached underneath the desk, and I make sure I use plenty of glue so it's super strong and it sticks on there pretty well. And as you guys can see, I can easily pop on the fidget spinner, and that's what I'm gonna do right now to show you guys. But hey, if you guys think this hack is too hard and complicated, then I have others at my channel. Check out that video in the cards above, and it's linked below. It's pretty simple hacks that will allow you to be able to use your phone during class. Let's find out how effective this hack really is. Let's see if it'll work during class. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna connect the fidget spinner cap onto the fidget spinner. This is gonna be quite easy, guys. Just pop it in, and it should stay put. As you guys can see, I got my phone out, but let's say the teacher's coming over or the class snitch is approaching my desk. All I gotta do, guys, is just turn it like this, and they will no longer be able to see my phone. Now, once they leave and I feel safe to be using my phone, all I gotta do is turn it again, and there you go. My phone is at my disposal. And if I don't wanna use it, I'll just put it away like this. Simple as that, pranksters. It's a very awesome hack. You guys will be able to use your phone in class. You won't get caught because obviously it's underneath the desk and it's hard for anybody to spot it. Let me show you guys from a different angle. Now we're at eye level. You guys can see my phone. I'm actually playing a game. And let's see the bottom. That's pretty much it, guys. Look at that. Fidget spinner, phone case. They work great together and they enable you to use your phone during class. Look at that. So now I'm using the fidget spinner and my phone at the same time. So now you'll be able to play games while in class. You guys can also watch your favorite YouTube videos such as mine. And as I showed you, you guys can also send text messages. This is also great if you're trying to use a calculator during a math test. Now again, I don't encourage cheating in this video, but that's one example that you can use this hack for. Now if you guys just want to watch videos all day throughout class, you guys can set it up like this so that it's in landscape mode rather than portrait. I wonder how many of you guys are gonna try this out. Pretty cool, huh? Alright guys, well I only teach you these things just for fun. I don't want you guys getting into trouble, but if you ever need to use this method, now you guys know how. So with Halloween almost here, I'm sure you guys are excited about learning new ways on how to prank your friends and family with scary pranks. So they'll be like, what's this? And then that happens. So they'll probably want to get their candy out of the way. Or maybe you guys are looking forward to new Halloween hacks, such as ways to get more Halloween candy when trick-or-treating. In this video, I'm gonna show you 5 ways that you can get more candy when you guys go trick-or-treating. Well, you'll be able to find all these videos at my channel, youtube.com/Nextraker. So please guys, subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell notification button, that way you guys are alerted when I upload those videos. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you pranksters in my next video. Our little badge holder is complete. Now we're gonna put our badge inside with our phone behind it like this. Now can you see my phone? Nope. But if you turn it around, there it is. Look at that, my badge is right here. Behind is my phone. So I'll be using it Instagram, and then this will be my teacher's view. So if he or she's around, I'll just do this. Look at that. When they're not around, I'll just pick it up again and start using it. This is my view and this is my teacher's view. That is awesome.